Hey guys, Danielle McCarthy here. Today in this video I'm going to be talking to you about something very important, and that is sleep. Particularly I'm going to be talking to you about how you can develop good sleep habits. So stay tuned because I'm going to be covering 5 tips to help ensure that you're getting the best night's sleep possible. Okay, so why am I helping people with sleep and why am I so passionate about it? I think that that's a really good point that I just want to cover before I go into tools and strategies to help people with sleep problems. So I personally actually had somebody in my life experience sleep difficulties. So they were actually experiencing insomnia, and I saw firsthand the challenges and just how hard it was for this person, and it was really hard to watch them go through this, but in particular I think what was hardest was the hopelessness that this person felt. So they were quite a psychologically minded person, and they were actually seeking out help and trying to get support, so going to the doctors and trying to figure out the best way to treat this, but just nothing was working, and they were just getting prescribed sleeping pill after sleeping pill, and some of them kind of band-aided it and assisted a little bit with getting the odd night sleep, but some actually were quite negative in their response and actually led to worse impact than the actual detriment of the insomnia. So it was really hard watching this person go through this and try to find how to get help. And it led this person to feeling quite hopeless about the whole thing. So we did a lot of research, and I tried to help this person the best I could, and we realized that one of the most a treatment out there for it was actually not being offered in our location. So this was a psychological intervention called cognitive behavior therapy for insomnia, so CBTI. And we just couldn't find anybody who was actually practicing it in our location for this person to engage with. So CBTI is a psychological intervention specifically designed to help people with insomnia. So what's really great about this program is it's incredibly structured, and it's just 5 sessions. So 6 sessions including the first assessment session, but then 5 treatment sessions. So it's really structured, really neat. And what's best is that it's got incredible research behind it showing how effective it is. So off the top of my head, it's about 75 to 80% of people sort of get rid of their insomnia and go on to become normal sleepers, and up to about 90% of people come off sleeping pills, which is just incredible. So it's a great program for anybody experiencing sleeping difficulties, but also if people are using sleeping pills and desire to come off those sleeping pills, it can really help with that as well. So it ticked all the boxes for us, but there was nobody offering it in our location. So I actually went out and did the training and everything like that, and got skilled to be able to implement CBTI because there was nobody else doing it in our area, and I really wanted to help this person. So we did that, implemented it, and that person's doing really well now. So that's my personal reason for why I'm so passionate about insomnia, because it was really close to home for me, and just watching what the person went through. And then I realized just how common sleeping difficulties are, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is something that is so common and so prevalent, yet we don't have any services for it available locally. Obviously this is going to change depending on where you are, but I highly encourage you, if you are experiencing sleeping problems or insomnia, do reach out and find support, because it is available and it can be treated. I mean, there's a program out there with just incredible effectiveness rates. So if you are experiencing it, I can't recommend CBTI enough. I've seen firsthand the results of it, and the research is there backing it. So maybe have a look around your area for a health professional implementing that, or a similar program for sleep and insomnia. So there is help available. You don't need to take sleeping pills, or if you are taking sleeping pills, there are programs out there that can help you sleep better without the sleeping pills. So there we are. So on that note, I want to give you in this video a few tools that you can use to start helping you sleep better today. Okay, this isn't, if you do have insomnia, this isn't likely to cure your insomnia, but it's a starting point. Okay, it's some tools to start helping you sleep better. Okay, so what's actually happening with people with insomnia is typically the bed has become a place of wakefulness. Okay, so it's started to become associated with being awake, as opposed to those of us who sleep okay, the bed is associated with sleepiness, and that's how we want it, right? So we get into bed, we feel sleepy, we fall asleep. However, this is reversed with people with insomnia. The bed has become associated with being awake, okay, which obviously can be quite frustrating and stressful for that person. So what we want to do when we're treating insomnia is we want to reassociate the bed with being a place of sleepiness. Okay, so we've got to get rid of that bad habit of it being a wakefulness place, and get them starting to feel sleepy when they get into bed. Okay, so the tools I'm going to go over today are going to start helping with associating the bed with sleepiness. All right, so if you are a good sleeper, these aren't going to likely be applicable to you, okay? But if you are experiencing sleep difficulties, this is a way to start helping you associate the bed with a place of sleepiness versus wakefulness, okay? And it is going to take you being an active participant in it and putting into place these strategies, okay? Because it is going to require a bit of effort, all right? So tool number one is to only have bed as a place for sleep and sexual activity, okay? So the bed is to not be used for anything else except sleep or sexual activity. That's it, all right? We don't want somebody who is experiencing sleep difficulties using the bed to read, to study, to watch TV, to play on your phone, to have difficult conversations with your partner where you're problem solving or whatnot. Okay, we don't want any of that. We want it to just be for sleep and sex. So all of that other stuff has to be done outside of the bedroom. Okay, so if you want to watch TV, if you want to read, if you want to sit on your phone, that's fine, just outside of the bedroom. Okay, and then what we want is you to only be going into the bedroom within 30 minutes of turning off the lights and going to sleep. All right, so do all your other stuff outside the bedroom and only head to the bedroom when you know you're going to be turning off the lights within 30 minutes. So if you do want to read in bed or whatever, keep it to 20 or 30 minutes, okay? That's it. So that's tool number one. Bed is to be used for sleep and sexual activity only. Tip number two is to keep a consistent routine. Okay, so what I mean by this is we want you going to bed roughly the same time every single night, okay? Within a 30-minute window, all right? So this is the same for weekends or holidays or days off, or even if you've had a bad night's sleep, we want you to go to bed roughly the same time every day. And on the other side of things, we want you to get up roughly the same time every day as well, even if you've had a bad night's sleep, even if it's the weekend, okay? Routine, we want to keep things consistent to start to get your body into this habit, all right? Bed the same time, waking up the same time. Even if you've had a bad night's sleep, you're still getting up at the same time, okay? Again, so going to bed early into the bedroom within 30 minutes of turning off the lights, roughly the same time every night, and you're waking up the same time every day, and you're going to be getting out of bed within 30 minutes of waking up, okay? So there's that 30-minute window either side, and you're keeping turning of the lights off and getting out of bed roughly the same time every single day. So consistent routine. Number three is only going to bed when you feel drowsy. Okay, so often we can sit there thinking, oh, I've got a big day tomorrow, I want to get into bed because I want to get this many hours sleep, and so you're pushing your body into doing something when it's not ready, okay? We want you to only head to that bedroom and jump into bed when you feel drowsy, and I want you to start to listen to your internal cues for this, okay? So internal cues, so this is feeling really like your eyelids are getting really heavy, you might be yawning, okay? These are your cues saying, okay, I'm drowsy and I'm ready for sleep. Until this point, you're not to go to bed. and you are not going to use external cues to go to bed. So what I mean by this is you're not going to use your partner's body clock. So they might feel drowsy or tired before you, so they can go to bed when they feel tired, all right? You're not going to use the pressure of what you've got to do next day to go to bed. You're only going to go to bed when you feel drowsy, okay? That's going to start to, again, allow us to associate the bed with a place of sleepiness, not wakefulness, because you're only going to be getting into it when you feel really sleepy, okay? Drowsiness. Number 4, no clock watching. I think this is another common one that a lot of us might have heard before. I know it's something I've heard thrown around for many, many years. So what's really common for people with sleep difficulties is to keep an eye on the time, thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not getting enough sleep, or oh my gosh, it's 11 o'clock, it's 1 a.m, it's 2 a.m. All right, we want to rid the clock from the bedroom. If you've got an alarm clock, a clock with light, you know, that's all lit up telling you the time in the middle of the night, get rid of it. If you've got a phone in your bedroom, do not pick it up and look at the time. We don't care what the time is, okay? That's just going to lead to frustration, stress, making it more difficult for you to fall asleep. It's going to also lead to negative, unhelpful thoughts such as, oh my gosh, I'm only going to get 5 hours sleep. Oh my gosh, I'm only going to get 4 hours sleep. If you don't watch the clock, you don't know, okay? So no clock watching, very, very important. And the 5th and final rule is the half-hour rule. So this is without watching the clock. If you are lying in bed for approximately 30 minutes and you haven't fallen asleep yet, we want you to get up and we want you to go to another room and we want you to do another activity, a relaxing activity. So this might be watching a bit of boring TV or reading a book or something like that that's nice, calm and relaxing, all right, until you feel drowsy. Then when you feel drowsy, you know, eyelids drooping, yawning, etc., you're going to go back to the bedroom and you're going to try again for approximately 30 minutes. Okay, without watching the clock, it's just an estimate. Again, if you're lying there for approximately 30 minutes and you're still not asleep, get up and repeat. So out to another room, nice relaxing activity until you feel drowsy, then head back and try it again. And you're just going to repeat this until you fall asleep, all right? Again, this is breaking that pattern of the bed being this stressful, frustrating place of wakefulness, all right? We're not going to allow you to lie in bed and be frustrated and awake for too long. We're going to get you up and out, all right? It's going to break that cycle. So these are 5 tools that you can put into place today to start building that association of the bed being a place of sleepiness, all right, versus a place of wakefulness. We're going to develop new sleep habits, new healthy sleep habits. So I really hope you found those tools useful. There was 5. So there was keep the bed for sleep and sexual activity early, have a consistent routine, only go to bed when you feel drowsy, 4 was no clock watching, and 5 was the half-hour rule. Okay, so 5 tools that you can use today. But if you are experiencing ongoing sleep difficulties, please do reach out. Know that there is treatment and support available with evidence behind it that really, really works. And I really would like to see people sleeping better because I know it's possible. I've seen it firsthand. For more videos similar to this one on tools and information about different mental health concerns and tools and information to help address them, please subscribe to my channel and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.